Boom, boom, race fans, welcome to the Sunday in the Life. I'm a motorsports obsessed pastor, starting my day off with some hydration, a little Gatorade packet, because it's always important to hydrate after you've had a long weekend, and I certainly did, especially going to the Cars Tour race on Saturday night before Sunday morning. We're at the church ready to rock and roll. Another reason I was so tired is because I got back from a 4-day trip for our annual conference, annual gathering for my church and denomination, where we do the business and worship, and so it was a couple hours away, so traveling and just doing a lot during that time, kind of intense full day. If you didn't know this about me, but I use my iPad to lead worship and preach. I've been doing that for a while, and it keeps everything all together for me, nice, easy, and convenient, and don't have to worry about papers messing up or getting mixed up for that matter. Bow tie on, we're ready to go and ready for a great Sunday at church. And it was a great Sunday at church. And look how nice the stained glass looks there on this Sunday morning. Time to change, and I'm cheering for Trackhouse Racing at large. Of course, I want to see Daniel Suarez win, but I was also going to be really happy to see SVG win or Ross Chastain. I tried to catch the start of the F1 race because I really like Montreal as a track, and it's been a fairly interesting F1 season, but for whatever reason, I could not stream it on my iPad, so that was kind of a bummer, but I enjoyed the pre-race festivities, especially Daniel Suarez soaking it in his home country. I also love that they had a Catholic priest there doing the opening prayer. I didn't understand a single word of it, but boy, was dripped out in his clergy vestments, and shout out to these kids who did the national anthem. Both countries, both days, they absolutely crushed it. And wow, it was a moment that was like, this is why sports matter. Sports just bring us together. It was also awesome to see Daniel Suarez so emotional for this race. Of course, Mexico City was very cinematic. Prime was on point. It's just a beautiful race course. And assuming they go back next year, I think NASCAR John might be making an appearance in Mexico City, especially because my wife speaks Spanish. And we love to visit countries that are Spanish-speaking. And I've only been to Mexico once. I went earlier this year. And of course, just to add to the intrigue, we had a rain race going on. Man, a rain race in NASCAR on the road course, it just gets a little chaotic, but it is very fun, and I enjoy it. And I'm so glad that NASCAR has figured out a way to race on road courses and short ovals in the wet conditions. The stadium section was awesome, but it kind of pouring out into the front stretch was just amazing. You saw some 3 wide battles there. Daniel Suarez got the lead, and we were very excited in this household, even though it was a brief moment that he took the lead. It was a bummer to not see Daniel finish high, but I know he had a good car at certain spurts. Of course, the main battle was between the 54 of Ty Gibbs and the 88 of Shane Van Gisbergen, and this was an interesting moment where the commentators were really praising the Gibbs team for pitting them. Oh, there's my dog. He was watching the race in action, locked in, because guess what? He just wanted to be in his dad's lap. They showed highlights from the Chicago street course race that SVG won at. We were there, me and Vanessa, and it was so awesome. One of the most unforgettable experiences I've ever had at a racetrack. There's the infamous foot cam, and apparently he doesn't allow them to show the foot cam anymore, which I think is hilarious and next level gamemanship going on. Of course, SVG just really put it on him, and I was so excited. I love him. I think he's a great personality. He's good for NASCAR. And we'd love to see a Kiwi come in, especially one so talented. I mean, we are so lucky to have him in NASCAR. It's unreal. And I think now that he has this win under his belt, I wouldn't be surprised to see SVG win 1 or 2 more road case races this year. And he's been doing much better on the ovals as of late. Plus, SVG is known for doing some awesome burnouts. I mean, he just tore it down, and he has some amazing clips. If you've never seen his supercar burnouts, they are just next level elite. Got out on top of the car. You love to see it. And yes, the rugby kid. I love that each Trackhouse driver has their signature celebration move, and SVG's is just so fitting considering he is a big rugby fan from New Zealand. After that long but exciting road course race, it was time to head to the Aldi to get some grocery shopping done. It was much needed in our household. Got back in time to see Hollywood Jack Harvey doing the grid walk, which I've actually yet to see him do because I don't often get to see the very beginning of IndyCar races. This was a funny moment where Kyle Kirkwood is like, hey, I'm trying to get my car and win this thing. And friends, I'm not going to lie, I really wanted to stay up and watch this whole thing, but I was only able to make about 100 laps in before I passed out because I was just flat exhausted from a really long week. Thanks for joining me in the Sunday in the Life.